Have you ever had that figure or that one toy in your childhood that you used to have, but then your parents just gave them away because reasons? Yeah, that happened to me, but with Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, and I'm making it my mission to get him back. So let's do this. Dang. Dang. Ugh. 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 Oh no. This is bad. Now this one I can get behind. It's in the G2 colors, but I mean, I don't have any Bruticus figures that are like this, so this could be cool. Let's throw him an offer. Say 55. Gonna blur this. Yep. Alright. Alright, we set the offer for $55. Let's see what they say. There's an upgrade kit too. Alright, well, if they accept the offer on the thing, we might be looking at ourselves a pretty darn good deal, guys. So, I guess we'll see. Well, they accepted the offer. So it came out to be around $90 for that, and I bought the upgrade kit as well. So $90 between that, so $18 a piece for the upgraded set, which is going to be awesome. I'm gonna have to move these guys now. I don't know. There we go. I'm gonna have to move those guys now, because now I'm gonna, obviously need to pair them with Bruticus. So, yeah, the thing off AliExpress is probably gonna take a while, but today's the 12th as of this clip. So I guess we'll just pick this up whenever it is the next clip. So yeah. All right, guys, it's all here. So yeah. Let's start with the figures themselves. So here's the box. So I need scissors. Hold on. Okay, I have the scissors. All right, let's see what we got here. Trash bag. Trash bags. Everything else. And more trash bags. Okay. Yoink. So we got a lot to go through here. Just want to say it's so good getting these again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Blast off. Alright, listen. He's not here to do well. He's just here to have fun. And that's what matters. Alright, so now that we've got all of our dudes here, let me bring my mic closer so you guys can actually hear me. So now that we have all of our dudes here, we obviously Onslaught, GRAIL, Swindle, Vortex, and Blast Off. I gotta say my favorites are the arms, although I really like how Swindle looks. He looks really nice. But yeah, how do I feel? Like, my thoughts so far right now. I'm glad I got these back right now. I mean, they're as good as I remember them being, but like they're not horrible, you know? Like, especially these two are really good figures. I like them a lot. But now let's talk about the upgrade kit. So, all right, spoiler alert, I already opened it. But it come with all of this fun stuff, along with some labels, some instructions, which we will definitely gonna be using. Yep. All right, so we have the foot, the chest piece, this piece, another one, whatever this thing is supposed to be, crotch plate, and this thing. I know what this is. This is a hand. His back guns. This thing. Wheel. And everything else you've already seen before. Wait, no, there's these little tiny parts too. And this one gun. And this other one gun. Okay. So yeah, that's everything you get. There's actually a lot, and for I think I paid $30 for this in total. Something like that. So pretty good. Alright, we're starting out from the worst. If you were expecting anything from the trailer mode, I don't know what to tell you. Because this is sort of, yep, it's already doing it. Oh, yep, things are already falling apart. This is sort of like something that they're designed at the end to where they're like, oh, this would be cool, instead of designing it with everything else. It's definitely a cool concept. You can see how everything goes together in here if you want. But the tolerances kind of scared me a little, because I feel like the tolerances themselves weren't made for combining and stuff like that. But definitely a cool concept, just something that I won't ever do after showing you right now. So yeah, that's the trailer mode. And according to the instructions, which were super clear, and when I say super clear, I mean they're about as vague as saying, you remember that one time when that one thing happened? Yeah, so they weren't exactly helpful, so you kind of just had to go off what the pictures were showing you. And yeah, so just, you're not buying this for the trailer mode. So I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it's creative, but it's just not something that I'm going for. Now that we've got all 5 of them here, and we talked about the pointless trailer, let's talk about them individually. So first, Swindle. So Swindle's got a pretty sweet color scheme. I really dig it. I think he's got one of the best ones of the bunch. The red slash, I guess it's a very bright red slash dark pink, if you want to call it that. Almost like a fruit punch. I love the colors. And the upgrade parts he comes with are these 2 little guns, and all they do is they just peg onto the sides of his gun. That's it. That's what you get. In terms of robot mode, of course he has his foot, but you know, we're not going to talk about that until we combine them. But for what it's worth, this is a great robot mode. He's got some decent articulation for the time. Yeah, the shoulders aren't great. Knee bend is super. He's got some toe down, no ankle tilt. He does have waist swivel though. Kind of like that weird period of, was articulation guaranteed or not? It was just kind of like in that middle period. And in terms of alt mode, this is what you get. You can peg on the gun in this spot here, which helps the look, makes him look cool. Like it transformed out of the top. So cool. Love these colors. Swindle's just really solid, dude. So who's next? So Brawl is an awesome looking figure. So the upgrade part, I actually already have one installed, but you're gonna take this piece here and it's gonna go into this peg right here. You're just gonna plug it in all the way like that, and it will provide a nice heel support
for the figure, because especially when I used to have this set, like this brawl would not stop falling over. But now having the heels, it's a game changer for the most part. You kind of have to have them in the perfect orientation for it to happen. But, you know, he still stands. As long as you balance him correctly, he will stand. And he looks really good. He's got some awesome details. I really like how you can take the cannon, you can have it over the back. There's just a lot of different things you can do with this guy. He's just so playable. He's just so great. So let's see that tank mode. So the alt mode actually is really cool. Now with the upgrade parts, it's a little weird because they don't exactly fit within the transformation. So your best bet is just taking them off, which is all right by me. But you know, for what it's worth, I really dig this alt mode. You can see all the purple that comes out. It's just so cool. It's like, oh, there's no purple, just a green dude. Purple! So, you know, pretty nice. Onslaught, he's definitely the weakest of these figures here. Like, by far, he is definitely the weakest. But I don't think that's, like, he's not horrible. Like, I have much worse figures than Onslaught here. But, you know, the upgrade kit attempts to help. And when I say attempts, I use that as a very loose term. Upgrade kit folks, people that made it, FYI, this is not upgraded, but that's okay. They also say you can take this gun. I'm just taking it off. You can also use this gun here if you want, but then you also use this one here. I can't for the life of me get it to go on the back. It just doesn't want to work with me, so I just leave it off, or I just pretend that it's there. Yeah, I don't know. I know this isn't the exact alt mode, but the fact that it's close to this is pretty sad. This alt mode reeks. It's it's not great, but you know what? We live with it. It could be worse. And you can put this up here. I'm just not gonna show you because you don't care about that. Let's get on to the best, well, I guess the two best ones. Okay, so Blastoff is actually one of the coolest designs out there. Like, come on, dude. White and purple with little camos. Oh, man. If you just had a little more purple detail on the inside, I think that would have just done it for me. But for now, as it stands, he's my second favorite. His articulation is kind of wonky. Like, what is this? I don't know. He does have... No, he doesn't. Never mind. I thought he had a waist swivel. I'm mixing up him and somebody else. He's got some nice knee joint, though. No ankle pivot, none of that. But, you know, again, it's sort of like that weird balance between, yes, he's still articulated, but no, he doesn't have some of the joints that we would expect today. But what he does have are two really cool guns. I actually still have the original guns that came with my old Blastoff. Sadly, the Blastoff itself is nowhere to be found. I think we gave it away. But I have this one now, and he looks awesome. So the alt mode by itself is already really good. You can take the two weapons here and peg them into these tabs like this. You can peg this one in here if you want, but let's go ahead and get those upgrade pieces on. So I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing you want to do is take this piece, and it literally just clasps over the top. You just kind of have to find that little sweet spot. Just kind of have to line it up with the front here. Right here. All right. It took some work, but I got it. And the second thing that you want to do is you want to take this here. You're going to take this piece here. You want to make sure this piece is facing upwards. So it just literally clips on like that. Then you can just peg the stuff back in like that, as if nothing ever happened. I just say to open the legs, or spread the legs out, so you just get some more clearance to do it. And then you take this thruster piece and peg it onto the back like that. So then you get yourself some upgrade pieces, and it looks just a little bit cooler, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it with or without? Because I honestly understand if you like it without, but this, with all the cool details and stuff, I really dig it. And you guessed who the last one is. It's Vortex. He's my favorite. Vortex was my favorite, like, when I originally had them. These colors just, I love them. He's great. He's got an awesome purple blade. Speaking of purple blades, he's got 2 more, in case you didn't have enough purple blade action going on. So you can peg those into his hands here. And he's got some purple blade daggers. So that's pretty cool. As far as the upgrade kit, what does the upgrade kit give you? You get this little spoiler piece almost. And that's just literally, you guessed it, it's just gonna clip onto the back. Like that. It's so easy and simple. These two, you'll find it. Trust me, you'll find it. It's so straightforward. But yeah, that's what he looks like in terms of robot mode. He's actually pretty articulated too. He's even got an ab crunch, which is cool. You just have to make sure to tab it back in, otherwise you're gonna have yourself some issues here. As you can see, I'm having some issues right now. There we go. But he's got his waist swivel. He's got a solid knee bend. He can get into some cool poses. One of my favorite things to do with this is opening this up and acting like as if this was a shield, so you can, as bullets were firing, like just like full-on lightsaber action, which is just so awesome. But let's check out where he really shines, that alt mode. And there you have Vortex in alt mode. Look how awesome this looks. Now the one thing is these sometimes tend to get caught on that, but other times, oh, never mind, I guess I just had it up a little bit. But sometimes if you don't have this all the way flat, they'll get caught. But it looks like you're good there, and then you can peg these onto the sides if you want more purple blade. You got this full-on attack helicopter action, which I totally love. So now that we have all of our Combaticons in alt mode, which one is your favorite? Is it Vortex? Is it Swindle? Let me know down in the comments. So far, who's your favorite? But now, let's go ahead and get them in that combined mode and merge into Bruticus. Beachcomber. So Swindle is a bit different. He's a little bit trickier. So first you're gonna fold out the feet like this. Then you take this, fold it up, and that's going to allow you to push out the little joint. Actually, it might make it easier if you had something small. Oh, scissors. I just have this little screwdriver here. Gonna poke it like that. And there you go. So that's coming up. And then this just comes down and rests right here. Then you take this upgrade piece. A solid method is to have the toes pointing downwards, then sort of angling it in, then going. It's a lot easier said than done, but you get it in there, and this is what it should look like. So for Brawl, because what's going to happen is there's these 2 posts here, and these 2 pegs here. You want to make sure this is facing up, obviously. You're just going to kind of just wiggle it around. And what I like to do personally here is I take these out and then I put them on the back. So then you're just gonna tab everything back in, make sure it's nice and secure. And then, yeah, that's basically it for the Brawl leg. All right, so again, this one takes some fiddling, but now you have your legs all ready to go. Okay, so to get Blast Off into his combine mode, the first step is taking his little combiner port and bringing it on down like this. You want to take this piece off. You can leave it on if you want him to have like a little blaster hand. But I prefer having an actual hand. So you take this and just peg it in, and that's it. Very, very easy to do. All right, so Vortex is a little more tricky. Vortex, you have to take those off, I personally like to fold that in so it collapses. Then you want to take these and rotate them outwards like so. So when you're putting it in, you don't want it like this, where it's sloping down. You want it facing up. So then you take just this little gap here and you just fit it between this gap. Might help to like raise it above it and do all that. But yeah, after some finagling again, you get that. Then you can take your hand, put it on, take your combiner port, fold it down, and then rotate it like that, and there you go. Ignore that step about collapsing this in. You're actually supposed to have it like this. But if you want elbow articulation, you can move this out just so you can have a nice little bend here, but yeah. Now time for the most fun part of all, onslaught. So, you're gonna take it, fold it up. Then, we're rotating at the waist, 180 degrees, so now this part's facing you. Fold this upwards. Then, we're moving the arms out. Then we're moving them sort of back like this. Then we're rotating these. And then we're rotating them down on this hinge here and then up. That's how I like to do it. Okay, so with the chest plate, I don't know why it's doing that. There's these gaps here, and you'll see these here, and you just kind of slide in like that. Pretty easy, right? So there you have that. Now, just plug this in. Super easy. It's just got some little things on the side that just grip on. It's super, super easy to do. So there you have the front. So now on the back, which is the tricky part in my opinion. So then we have this piece right here. It's an interesting piece for sure. So you have this piece and you have this piece. This, you're gonna see three holes. Just gonna go ahead and peg it on in like that. Then you're gonna take each one of these. So then you're gonna take one of these and just peg it onto the corner like this. It's just gonna fill out that back and make it look nice. And then you're gonna take it, 2 pegs, 2 ports. Dadgummit. Do your best and plug it in as well as you can without the chest plate falling off, because it just loves to fall off. So yeah, you'll plug that in. So there you go. There's the torso all ready to go. So now we can combine. So of course we have our 2 legs and our torso. So you can see these 2 ports here, and take a little bit of work to connect, but you have to sort of support them sometimes. A little wobbly, but once you get them on, they're on for good. Like so. You blast off. A wheel came off. Another wheel came off. Vortex. So you're gonna just put vortex on like that. Now I need to put these wheels back on. And there you go. Bruticus is now all combined up. Check him out, man. Laser scaling, just some assorted Fall of Cybertron / War of Cybertron, War for Cybertron figures. So there you go. Hopefully you have one of these. If not, here he is next to Cosmos. Don't have Cosmos? Too bad. Listen, man, I think they did a great job on this Bruticus. The upgrade kit, at least. I think the upgrade kit really makes this thing so much better. It just looks awesome. It's not the most articulated thing in the world, but I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking for something that doesn't topple over, doesn't look like a twig, and just has amazing shelf presence. And I think that's what you get with this kit and this set, and it's something that I really recommend. If you want an awesome shelf presence as a Bruticus, it doesn't have to be this color scheme. They've got other upgrade kit decos for each of the repaints. So if you have a Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, there's a good chance that there's an upgrade kit for it. So if you pay the same price as me, I think you're gonna be pretty happy with what you spent. So this is going to be an amazing addition to my collection, and yeah, man, I'm super, super happy with this. Getting a figure that I've always wanted, just like getting rid of it, and I've just always wanted it back, and now I do, and it's better. So hopefully I can keep doing that with figures I used to have. So this is only the beginning, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for this video, and I've got some big stuff coming up soon. So appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Oh, that was a bad voice crack. That being said, Solaris out.